Finally tonight, the special honors for two of the best.
Two women, two undeniable legacies. Tonight, their jerseys rise to the rafters. A'ja Wilson, two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-time WNBA MVP, and two-time champion with the Las Vegas Aces, stands emotional, holding back tears as the South Carolina Gamecocks retire her iconic No. 22.
Your dreams without fear.
From West Des Moines, Iowa!
Just hours later, Caitlin Clark's iconic No. 22 jersey was also retired by the University of Iowa. The all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I women's basketball brought one more sellout crowd to Carver Hawkeye Arena, a fitting tribute to her legendary college career. Drafted No. 1 overall in 2024, Clark went on to play for the Indiana Fever, where she shattered the WNBA rookie scoring record with 789 points and was named Rookie of the Year, cementing her status as a generational talent and inspiring future generations.
Exciting to see how she plays. We learned a lot of moves because of her.
In a previous interview, Clark shared with our Robin Roberts her thoughts on her impact on the sport.
People around the country to, hopefully chase after your dreams, whether you're 5 years old or whether you're 90 years old.
And both careers just
In an era where women's basketball is reaching new heights, one name has become synonymous with record-breaking performances, jaw-dropping shots, and a fan base that can't get enough Caitlin Clark. But behind the scenes, a storm is brewing, and it all started with her historic jersey retirement game. Caitlin's night wasn't just about celebrating her career, it was a testament to her unparalleled influence. The hype around her isn't just real, it's a force to be reckoned with. And as her legacy continues to rise, a dark cloud looms over another celebrated star, A'ja Wilson. You ready? Yeah, so A'ja, thank you guys, this is amazing. A'ja Wilson, the WNBA's so-called face, found herself overshadowed on the very day she was supposed to shine. It wasn't a coincidence. Her jersey retirement ceremony took place on the same day as Caitlin Clark's. The result? Wilson's moment was reduced to an afterthought. Caitlin's draw, her magnetic ability to pull in fans and viewers, drowned out everything else. The media buzz, the sold-out arenas, the massive ticket sales, all belonged to Caitlin Clark. And suddenly, A'ja Wilson's spotlight seemed to fade. Caitlin Clark had the line for the record. She ties it with that shot. And now, for college basketball history, she does it with a B shot. Caitlin Clark becomes the all-time leading scorer in major college basketball history, passing Pistol Pete Maravich. This clash of superstars may seem like a coincidence, but the truth is, it's more than that. It's an undeniable shift in the landscape of women's basketball. While Wilson has been celebrated for her dominance in the WNBA, it's Caitlin Clark who's making waves, transforming women's basketball into must-watch TV. Her jersey retirement night proved that, when the world tuned into Clark's game, it was clear. This wasn't just a player retiring, it was an entire era being ushered in. Before we dive into this massive controversy, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is where you get the unfiltered truth behind the biggest stories in sports. Let's get into it. There's no denying the numbers. Caitlin Clark has already surpassed her peers in terms of cultural relevance. Her jersey retirement game was a sellout, drawing 15,000 fans who were eager to witness history. Yes, the tickets were expensive, but people paid. Compare that to A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement, which had to give away tickets just to fill the stands. And that, my friends, is the stark reality of this controversy. For those who doubt Clark's appeal, take a look at the numbers. She didn't just draw a crowd. She brought the entire sports world to a halt. It wasn't just her record-breaking threes or incredible performances on the court. It was how she connected with fans on a deeper level. Her ability to put on a show and still lead her team to victory made her a must-watch athlete. Meanwhile, Wilson has struggled to bring that same level of excitement to the WNBA. And let's face it, When was the last time you saw the WNBA sell out an arena like Iowa did for Clark's night? The numbers aren't just good, they're *** monumental. The fact that people were willing to spend big money for those tickets proves one thing: Caitlin Clark has transcended the sport. She's not just another player, she's a movement. But today, I want to add one more point. Almost as much certainty as we had when Caitlin's shot from the logo dropped through the net to the roar of the Carver crowd. We always knew her jersey would be hanging in the rafters one day. Woo, I think they like you a little bit. It's my privilege to now make this official. You'll be the last to wear number 22, and you'll become the third Hawkeye women's basketball player in history to have her number retired. The media frenzy around Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement overshadowed every other event that day, including A'ja Wilson's big moment. And here's the kicker. It wasn't just the numbers that made Clark stand out, it was the energy she brought to the game. Fans weren't just there for the ceremony, they were there to witness greatness, to see Clark's influence in action. In contrast, Wilson's night lacked that same spark, that same draw. When you compare the two, it's clear that Clark's legacy is far bigger than basketball. Her impact stretches across cultures, across communities, and her name is now synonymous with breaking barriers. A'ja Wilson may have been dominant in the WNBA, but Clark's ability to captivate an entire sport is on an entirely different level. And that's something Wilson can't replicate. Because they felt connected to her. They weren't just watching a player, they were watching history. In contrast, A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement lacked that same emotional pull. It's clear, the spotlight has shifted, and Caitlin Clark is now the face of women's basketball. So, let's preview this matchup a little bit. This is going to be an awesome game. I told you South WNBA is no joke. Last time out, it was the rookie-vet matchup of Caitlin Clark versus Diana Taurasi, the all-time leading scorer in the WNBA. Now it's Caitlin Clark versus A'ja Wilson, the leading scorer this season so far. What's Caitlin bringing to the table? Well, clearly, it's her signature three-pointer. Get this, Steph Curry led the NBA in made threes last year, but Caitlin actually shoots further than Curry. Look at the numbers, 27.1 feet for Clark versus 26.8 for Curry. Let me show you exactly how she gets that shot off. Oh, snap. This is my sister's squad. It's all good. Look how deep this is, minus 31 feet. A little misdirection to the top of the key, and she knocks it down. Okay, we have to switch games here. My sister just texted me. It's her birthday. We can't do that to her. 33, what a beautiful pass from Iwizi. You have to guard Caitlin once she crosses half court. Now, clearly Caitlin Clark can shoot, but she's going up against A'ja Wilson, who's top tier. Look at this, a record-setting season for A'ja. She's averaging 26.7 points per game this season and is on pace to break the WNBA's single-season scoring record. She's on fire. So, what's the difference between Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson? It's more than just stats or accolades. It's about influence. Caitlin Clark has proven time and time again that she can turn any event into a spectacle. From her deep threes to her record-breaking performances, Clark has become an essential figure in sports. Meanwhile, Wilson has struggled to generate that same level of excitement. She may dominate the WNBA, but she hasn't done much to transform the game the way Caitlin has.